What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So, did you guys know that there's going to be three movies when you started this journey?
Absolutely
No.
not. And I don't even think there was going to be a second one until well after the first one came out because I had no idea how people were going to react to it.
Yeah.
It's such a unique, creative, different idea, this movie, just the world of it. So it could have gone one of two ways. People might not have understood it, or people have really got it, which luckily that happened.
Yeah.
And after we kind of saw the reaction to the first one, and there was talks of the second one, that was the first time when I was like, maybe we make this thing a trilogy. Maybe we go all the way. So, but I'm very grateful that we're here now and blessed to be a part of Zombies.
Yeah.
That's super cool, and it's cool to see the journey and see the journey of these characters. Meg, with your character, she really develops, especially in this third one. And there's a lot of resolution. What was your reaction to reading the script for the first time?
It was really surreal. I loved it so much, and there's definitely a lot of twists, a lot of shocking parts that I was kind of like, so I'm really, really excited for people to watch and figure that out for themselves. But I was really, really happy with it, and even the messages that all the aliens bring too, I was really, really proud of as well. So yeah.
That's awesome. And first of all, your characters developed over the last few years, but also the cast around you has developed and changed. How has your just friendships grown and made new friendships? Tell us about that.
So much.
We started this whole journey like 6 years ago. It's been a huge part of my life. Me and Meg have come so far individually and together.
Yeah.
And I obviously could not have done it without Meg.
Yeah.
And as we do the second one, we have more people on it. We do the third one, we have more people on it. So the family just grows and grows. But me and Meg have, been together since this first one, and we've gone through a lot of stuff together. And something that I've been thinking about a lot today is just the fact that the person I was when I was Zed in Zombies 1 is a completely different Milo than who I am today.
Yeah.
So of course our characters grow with us.
Yeah.
But it's been a crazy journey.
And I feel like we've just gotten closer as the movies have gone on, especially in the third one, because we were filming during the pandemic. So we all had to be together all the time, and we were in our own little safe bubble. So we really, really got to know each other, and we became so much closer, and I'm really grateful for that.
It's crazy when you do a movie like this. It's such a bonding experience because
really
it's
is.
like your whole world for however long it takes. But it's a blessing.
That's crazy, and you guys get to keep coming back to this. We get to see, as fans, we get to see, the highs, and we get to see you on Dancing with the Stars and see your solo music and see all these things. What's a random success or just a random accomplishment that each of you are proud of?
Great question. Wow, a random one. That's a great question.
It could be in middle school. It could be.
I'm going to tell you. When I was probably in 6th or 7th grade, I started a comedic rap group with 3 of my friends called Galaxy Boys, and it's so stupid. It's dumb, but we have so much fun. And now when I was in high school, I guess people caught word of it, and now we have listeners, and every time we get together, we'll make a really stupid Galaxy Boys song. But I just think it's not even the success of what it is, just the fact that us 4 guys have stuck together through this whole thing over this period of time. Who knows if we would have been nearly as close as we are now if it weren't for the Galaxy Boys.
Young push pop on the beat.
Push pop on the beat. That's crazy. That's my success.
I'm trying to think of a random accomplishment. I was so nervous for my 3rd grade talent show. I sang "This Is Me" from Camp Rock.
Awesome.
And I was really, really nervous and scared, and I wasn't going to go on stage. But then I signed up at the very last minute. And I sang it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah,
I
was actually there. It was good. You were the song.
She sang me. Big deal.
Thank you guys so much. And I just love all the music, and I love just watching this journey. I love Someday. It's I keep listening to that song and repeat.
We love it too.
But we're excited for this third one to come out and for just the world to see this.
Thank you so much.
Too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Best interview ever.
Hey, I'm from the Nocturnal. So first of all, congratulations, especially to Kyra and Terry for your first feature film. So it's just I'm excited to see you both in more projects. I'll start with you, Kyra. What was it like first coming on set for this project?
I was so nervous. I went from like a small little part in a little half day shoot thing to, oh, you're going to be working for 4 months on this epic thing. So I was really nervous, but I felt so taken care of and welcome by everyone that it ended up really being really fulfilling and fun.
And Terry, what was it like going on set and like starting off this project? Like, tell me about the other people and how the other cast members just made everyone feel welcome and stuff.
Yeah, we filmed this, we like flew out to Toronto end of April of 2021. Yeah, and so it was still like pandemic, very much so, and it kind of pulled me out of the pandemic, pulled us all out. But then we had a quarantine there in Canada, and even during the quarantine, all of the castmates, like the existing castmates, made sure to like, let's Zoom, let's play games. And I think it, because as the newcomers, I wasn't necessarily being like, let's all do this, but they made it really easy to feel welcome. And the second we got out of quarantine, everyone was like waiting to just like hang out. So kind of what Kira said, like, I think they made it really easy to be like welcomed in. They welcomed us in, and it was a really, really like deeply fulfilling experience. And just like, I think familial bonding happened really easily.
That's so cool. And I feel like it interpreted really well, and just, the chemistry on screen and stuff like that. Matt, tell us about some of these, especially these dance sequences and stuff. What was the most challenging one, and what was your favorite one?
My goodness, they were all challenging, and they were all so challenging in their own individual ways. But they're so incredible, and the dancing in this film is so beautiful. Like Draco Johnson and Alicia and Taya, they all did such an incredible job with this choreography, and it's just kind of like epic from the moment the movie starts. Like the first number, Alien Invasion, is just epic, and then there's like a crazy dance battle, kind of like between the two, like the Seabrook people and then the aliens coming in. Like we kind of walk down the street towards each other and are doing this dance, and it's kind of like a face off, and it's epic. And I would say overall, like filming Alien Invasion was probably one of the tougher ones that I was a part of, just because it was it took a couple nights, and there was just so many different parts to it. And so many different areas of Zombie Town we had to go to, and different choreography parts, and it was tough. But one of my favorites to watch in the film is Come On Out. The wolves, like they crushed that, and it's beautiful, and it's also just so, it's not something you would expect to see in a Disney film, but it's just like, it kind of just gets you going and just makes you just want to jam. And like I've listened to it in my car a lot of times, and I will continue to listen to it a lot of times.
I love it. Kira, tell us about working on, these dance routines. Tell us about maybe a time you guys were struggling and you just like kind of got through and really learned these.
I mean, I feel like the three of us just grounded one another. I felt like we all had like our own like times where it was like, oh man, I cannot keep up. I cannot get this. But really just like, I feel like the three of like, the whole cast was a team, but especially the three of us, like coming new into this group and this community, like we just like really held the fort down. I remember it was like the last song, we were like, oh, are they dancing in it? Are they not?
Yeah.
And so like I ended up not learning the dance, but Terry, you knew they were going back and forth with the decision, and then I had to learn the dance like really last minute. And you could see it in my eyes. You remember that day? I was like,
I do remember. Yes.
But you guys really grounded me and got this. So that was
you all did fantastic in your roles and in the music and dancing. It's just so kind of overwhelming, and it's cool to see this side of Disney Channel specifically bring this out. And I remember growing up watching these and stuff like that. And it's so cool to see like kind of you guys get to be this face of this generation, and we're excited to just see the other projects you all are in.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Joe.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to talk with you guys, and I just watched the movie last night, and I'm really I was overwhelmed by it. It was a really good follow-up. Sometimes you see the sequels and you're like a little disappointed, but I felt like it had a really good ending. So I would love to hear how you guys feel about it. So Chandler, I'll start with you. What was your favorite like set or location for this film?
Ooh,
Good
I love this
question.
question.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite. Ooh, okay. I have two. Okay, so I love the new and improved, fully integrated Seabrook. It is so beautiful. They did just. I remember seeing the mock-ups for the first time, and it's so beautiful. You have the pink Seabrook houses where like the cheerleaders live, but then you have the really cool like techie like steampunk inspired zombie houses, and then we had the werewolf houses, and then there was also a cute like a couple of cute little shops. Like there was a werewolf barber shop, which is so cool, and it's featured in one of the numbers, Exceptional Zeds. You get to see that, and just the level of detail is insane with these movies and so impressive. The other one I was going to say was the spaceship. I don't want to take all sets, but
oh my gosh,
y'all can talk about the spaceship. That was epic. When we stepped onto that set, I think we were just so in awe.
Blown away.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Ariel, tell us about the spaceship.
The spaceship is incredible. I think especially going from Seabrook, which is this very over the top, colorful, like, beautiful world, to this spaceship that feels just very elevated. It's all white. There's like these blue, like subtle flashing lights. It feels very futuristic, intergalactic. It's really cool. And I think it's something very, very different for zombies. It really stands out, and it's super unique.
Pierce, tell us about your favorite dance sequence.
Okay, all right, I will do that. Come on out. It has to be. It's the Wolf song. We've talked about it a lot today. I'm going to talk about it again. But I mean, it's an incredible song. It was something that we spent so long in rehearsal for. We worked so closely with the dancers and the amazing choreographers, Draco, Alicia, Taya. They really, so what they did with this, what they decided to do, Draco had this great idea to make the dance style different for each species. And werewolves have a very distinct animalistic style. It's very free, very I feel it's like open to your own interpretation a little bit.
Yeah,
which is really cool. I think we all felt that, especially in rehearsals and on set. The number is so huge. We have so many different dancers that are incredible. They're doing these crazy moves across the ground, flips off cars, crazy stuff happening. Can't give too much away, but definitely my favorite number. I also loved Exceptional Zed, which we're in as well. Very cool to dance on the beach, out in the sun. It was a very hot day we filmed that, but really cool.
Well, people are going to be excited to see it. Tell me about the journey being part of the Disney Channel, and like I'm sure we all grew up like watching Disney Channel and like finally being part of it. Chandler, tell me about the Disney experience.
Yes, well, I was a huge Disney fan growing up. Disney was a huge part of my childhood. I was the girl who like grew up. Every time I saw myself in a mirror, I'd be like, I'm Taylor Kinney and you're watching Disney Channel. Do. And so to get to actually do the wand ID was amazing and a dream come true. And I think Disney does something so special where they have these strong messages, these universal truths that bring us all together. And that's what really inspired me from a really young age. But you have these really fun movies and TV shows, and with zombies, we have these dance numbers and music, and it's just a big, beautiful production. But at the core, it's this beautiful story of diversity and inclusion, and not being too quick to judge others, even if they're different than us. And so I think stepping into that and being able to play a part in portraying that story was so special to me, because I know that message would have been really important to me to hear as a young child. And so to play a part in that is so special.
I love it. And I feel like this film is done in a tactful way, especially for like young people and kids. It's but I mean, I'm 27. I love all three of the movies.
It's for everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks so much, guys. And we're just excited to see for this film to come out and see other projects you all are in.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Kali, I'll start with you. Like your character is a little bit separated at the beginning of this movie. Did you miss out on any of the zombies experience or tell us about that?
I pretty much missed out on everything, but it was still an amazing experience, and to know that Eliza's still there while not being there, but she's still able to help her friends do what they need to do was really great. Trevor,
everyone says you're so fun on set and like one of the most fun people on set, but your character is a little bit annoying sometimes. How do you empathize with your character and still make him likable?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think that, I think Bucky just at the end of the day wants to be loved. You see it in the first movie when Zoe brings him back in. So I try to just like layer that down in the depth of it and like the reason why he's doing what he's doing. But with that being said, I just try to include as much comedy as possible. I think that, that makes him likable. And there's instances where you get to see him like be a complete coward, which kind of makes him, like, you can't actually take him that seriously. Obviously, he can't even take himself that seriously. So I truly have a really fun time playing Bucky.
Carla, I really like your character and how she's very grounded and very like, I think the people of like Seabrook in both the school and the town like don't really change and they keep struggling with the same things. But like how do you feel like your character influences the people around her?
Well, I honestly believe that Bree, it took her a minute to really get to it, but she really tries to help people stay optimistic, and she really tries to help any way that she can. And, she's like telling them, stay focused, we got this, we just got to put all into it. So just, staying positive, with her bubbly Bree self, which I think makes it better, since she already has that high energy. So just like trying to keep everybody positive, like, let's do this.
Trevor, going back to like the sets from, the 3 different films, how did the sets change over, the few different films in the few years that you were filming, and how were they similar?
They're similar in the sense that we get a little taste of where each of these characters come from. So in the first movie, we saw Zombieland, and in the second movie, we see the werewolf stuff. And in this one, we get to see the ship, the mothership, and the sets have just grown so much because the worlds have grown. That also gets reflected in the sets. So there's more worlds and we get to see that, which is really exciting.
Kylie, I also love your character, how she's always pushing her friends and sometimes in a aggressive way and sometimes in a really awesome way. Tell us about how she's affected her friends and how she kind of develops, from when you first played this role in the first film to this third film.
Yeah, Eliza has always been one of Zed's biggest supporters and knows what he's capable of and helps him see what he's capable of and like always tells him like, you're going to be the one that's going to open doors for zombies. So like, whatever you got to do, I got your back. And to see that she's helping him get into college in the third movie is amazing.
And Carla, I would love to hear about, when there's so many new people coming into these films and, you could bring these new cast members in and stuff like that. How do you see your responsibility as like just the actor to like welcome those other people in?
I absolutely love working with new people. I was so happy to be able, to work with the same cast, but I love meeting new people and, making new friends, because that's like really what I expect whenever I work with someone. I like to consider them like a friend and everything, getting to see them and work with them and just learning about them and, everything that they're about, which I had so much fun meeting Terry, Matt, and Kira. They're absolutely the best and they're amazing aliens. And yes, so I just really love, meeting new people and working with new people. It's absolutely different every time. So I'm glad, we got to bring new people in each movie.
Thank you guys for your time. And we're just excited for this, to get out there and excited to see, your faces all over this marketing stuff and to see what happens with this third film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.